We are live. Okay. Yeah, I think it's still streaming. Okay. So welcome to Blockchain Africa. Ask me anything interview section. Okay.
We don't hear you.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome to Blockchain Africa interview session. I'm here. My name is Francisca, and I'm with Andrew, the founder of Lith Token. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. The founder of Lith Token and Adam Ruda. Adam Ruda. Yeah, welcome to Blockchain Africa. Ask me anything interview section.
Thank you. Thank you for having us today. We're excited to be here.
Okay. Okay. So before we proceed, we'll be asking a few questions about Lith Token, what inspired you, and the solution you Lith Token is there to provide.
Yeah, so I'll get started. So what Lith Token is doing is we're combining cryptocurrency with ESG. And what ESG stands for is environmental social governance. And it's a strategy used to influence positive change within society. And we're seeing a big push with this, with global leaders and governments from around the world, and companies, corporations, you know, to use ESG and you know, and use that within their operations. And so we're trying to combine this, and we are combining this, you know, kind of in a unique approach based on, you know, the team we've built, our partnerships, the charitable aspect within our token, and the utility we're building out within our token. So really to understand what's going on with the energy transition is this move towards batteries, and the carbon footprint that comes from making batteries, you know, comes from the production of raw materials. So what we're doing is you know, we've partnered with a company named Consortium Metals that is producing lithium within South America, and they're unveiling their technology at the end of the year. And so we have partnered with them to bring the charitable aspect of our token, and what we do with them is we partnered to and come up with a Indigenous Peoples Initiative wallet, in which we're going to help the Indigenous people who are affected by the conventional ways they produce lithium in South America. So we're excited about that, and the utility aspect of our token. Adam can get into that.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks, Andrew, for that. Yeah, the whole process of lithium mining, with there being so many issues, it just kind of opened our eyes to the broader spectrum of the ESG world and all the different aspects of what really needs to be done to clean up business. And our token is there to bring accountability to all the supply chain issues. You know, there's I guess a good explanation to a lot of people I use is there's blood diamonds, and then there's ethical diamonds. And this is the same situation we're seeing with lithium mining and lithium in general. So we had the idea to go ahead and hold people accountable in the process of making what's supposed to be renewable products like a Tesla vehicle. You look at it, you think it's helping the environment out, but when you actually go look at a lot of these other companies out there that are doing the mining for lithium, it's not so ethical, and it's not saving energy necessarily. A lot of dirty processes, and Sorsha is a great partner that really inspired the process. Andrew, it came at me and was talking about, what do we do to clean this up? I want to do this. I have an idea with the supply chain, and our idea is to just authenticate the whole process and verify the information that companies are supplying, from the resource gathering all the ways to delivery of a product or even a service to the door if it's an electronic service. Just being able to provide an audit with our token, and that is something that we're having developed out now. Multiple blockchain developers are coming at us, smart contract developers. All the top guys in the world are very excited about this. We actually put out our white paper the other, how many weeks ago was that, Andrew?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago. And since then, I've been approached by about 15 different top level developers that want in on this. We already had our mindset on who we wanted. I'm kind of a co-developer as a blockchain architect, but yeah, that's everything in a nutshell, really. I think Andrew and I just covered our 30,000 foot view. We can really get into detail on technical or the other aspects if we want to, but yeah.
Okay. When you say bringing ESG to the blockchain, can you throw more light on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I was saying, we're providing verification for the ESG documents on the blockchain. So when somebody goes to use our platform that we're building out right now on the ESG side, there will be a dashboard that a business can use to kind of keep track of where they are with different criteria that meets government standards. There's different governing bodies already, like SASB is a real big one in the United States. A majority of people reference them. There's a ton of criteria points that you have to meet and provide third-party validation and documentation for, and a lot of people side skirt this in different parts of the supply chain. And the supply chain really is, when we're talking about the supply chain, right? That is resource gathering, raw materials. Then you have pre-made parts from those materials that are part of this chain, and all the ways there's just a chain of events that goes all the ways to the product delivery, or again, service delivery if it's electronic based. And we're verifying information utilizing a semi-fungible token. So it's similar to an NFT, but it also operates as a fungible token as well. So what we're doing is storing the information in that token on the blockchain. So it's been verified. It's there forever. It can't be changed. It can't be altered. The information for the ESG criteria, which is usually third-party documents, will be uploaded and stored on the blockchain.
Yeah, and just to add a little bit more, the problem with ESG right now is there really isn't a clear definition, and you're hearing from all these different centralized governing bodies, what the definition is and what ESG is. And, we came up with this idea, like Adam said, from what Sorsha is doing and how they're, going to be the first green producer of lithium in South America. And, we came up with this idea to, really push this, this ESG, authentication and the utility within our token. So,
yeah, and to go even a step further, our token is doing much more than that. The reason we're doing it on a token instead of just as like a blockchain as a service is we are decentralizing the criteria. So we're able to make the criteria not known. That there's no way for the businesses to go in and game this information, but we're creating a ranking system, and there's a whole bunch of moving parts coming together for this, and it can get rather complex just because ESG itself is rather complex. Everybody's trying to figure it out right now. We're trying to offer a solution to make it easier for businesses, but also consumers. We're also building out a marketplace where the businesses can directly list their products, whether it just be lithium or a finished electric vehicle or bird scooter. So we're going to build out our own little Amazon or Alibaba, probably closer to Alibaba in nature.
Excuse me, can you hold on?
Yeah.
Let me put you on pause. I think some people are unable to view. Let me check why they're unable to view.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you check the link I shared? Let me see why they're unable to view. I think, okay, let me check this one. Okay, I think what happened, hold on, let me check. Okay. I think what happened was that Zoom generated another link while I have already shared the scheduled link. So I'll have to reshare this link. That was what happened. Zoom generated another link.
Yeah, I would go ahead and share that one in that chat. I've had that happen before too.
And actually copied exactly the same link, which is the scheduled link, and I embedded. I don't know how they started a new one. They're not supposed to start a new one.
Yay, we get to start over, Andrew.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. Andrew and I, we're both, yeah, it's morning for us. So
Yeah.
we're realizing, oh, yeah, I meant to say that.
Exactly.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Have to reshare the link. That's what I'm doing. So people are sharing it differently.
We do see some people are getting in here though.
Yeah, they are using this scheduled link. Why? When I connected it, I didn't know they went and there's a new video already instead of the old one. It's not supposed to be since I chose custom live streaming.
We got 6 people in here in the new one.
Do I need to go into a new one?
Okay, so let me send you the link. So, so you check. if you can view the live interview, all right? I'm about to send it to you.
Seeing myself staring at a screen. There we go.
Okay, check. I sent it to the chat.
Excellent.
Wait, where did mine go?
If you go, this is the easy way to find the link, Andrew. Just go to the original one. And then just click on Blockchain Africa, their logo, their username. Get this out real quick.
Where's the chat? The chat went away. There it is. Okay. So it's taking me to YouTube,
Yes.
and then I click on Blockchain Africa.
Yeah. If you're wanting to say, I put it in the old, the wrong link. Zoom gave her, it put us in the wrong chat. It was Zoom and YouTube not communicating. They do that sometimes. So I have a show too, actually, and I interview people. I'm on the other side usually.
Can you view? Yeah, can you view? Can you view the live interview with the link I sent?
So the one that you sent, I don't, oh, you sent it in this chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same one that I've got here. Let's pull it up.
But is it showing live?
Yes, it is. We're live. We've got 6 people in here,
Ah, okay.
and I'm seeing the.
Okay, just wondering. Some people were complaining. That's why I asked. They can't view it showing, So
Yeah.
okay, so just making sure everyone have access to it. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
So
that means the link is the same with the one I shared already.
Yep.
Right? Okay. Okay. So everyone should have access to that. Okay, go ahead.
excellent. So yeah, everybody, if you,
Sorry to cut you short. Yeah.
yeah, no, that's all right. Andrew, why don't we kind of give this one again, just because people didn't hear what was going on so much.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Hey guys, hey Blockchain Africa. My name's Andrew Reimer. I'm the founder of Lith Token. And just to give you a little background on Lith and what we're doing here. So what we're doing is combining cryptocurrency with ESG. And what ESG is and what it stands for is environmental social governance. And it's a strategy used to influence positive change within society. And so we're seeing a big push in ESG and ESG investing, by capital markets and governments and global leaders and countries worldwide in this, to decarbonize our planet. And so what we've done is built a team, with experience in energy and technology and finance and law. And we're going at this, in a unique way based on, the utility we're building out, the partnerships that we've made so far in our young 3 months of existence. So we're really excited about combining, both this strategy of ESG and, cryptocurrency and just the whole movement with the energy transition. One of those, the big part of what's going on here is in the energy transition and the move towards batteries and battery storage. The problem and the people being affected the most and the environment being affected the most is through the production of raw materials, lithium being one of them. And so there's 2 ways that they produce lithium in the world, and there's basically 3 big producers of it, 4 big producers, and it's Australia, China, Chile, and Argentina. So in Australia and China, they produce it through spodumene, which is hard rock, terrible for the environment. The way they produce it, they use acid, which is bad for the environment. They displace dirt, to get in there and get the rock out to produce the lithium out of it. So it's high cost and it's just not good for the environment. So the way they produce lithium within South America, Chile and Argentina in particular, is through the brine water. And so the way they're doing it right now, the conventional way they produce is they drill a brine water well, water comes to the surface, and they build an evaporation pond. And they wait 1 to 2 years for the brine water to evaporate, and what's left over is the lithium. This again is not a good way, not a good way to produce for the environment, and it's affecting the communities around Argentina and Chile where they're producing within these salt flats. And so it's really affecting the water tables below the earth because they're pulling the brine water out to evaporate it. So it's messing up the levels in the reservoir between the potable water, and the indigenous people in the area are seeing their water wells decrease in levels, and it's really affecting them. It's affecting their farming, and it's affecting their livelihoods. So what we've done is we've partnered with a company named Insortia Metals. Insortia is a company I'm actually invested in. I know, the president of Insortia very well, and I'm friends with a lot of the guys that are within the company. So I know what's going on, and I know what they're doing, and what they're doing right now and about to unveil at the end of the year is a mobile modular unit with technology within it, allowing it to be a closed loop system. So when it produces the brine water, goes into the container where the technology is, and the closed loop system pulls the lithium, absorbs the lithium out of the brine water, and then redistributes the brine water back into the reservoir. So basically, essentially, zero carbon footprint. And this is a game changer. This technology is going to be a game changer. And that's what this industry and really all battery raw material producers are waiting for is technology to make this cleaner, more efficient, and to give us that production so that we can start producing these batteries at mass scale, so that we can move into this energy transition and help decarbonize our planet. So with that, there's also a utility aspect to our token that Adam has helped build out, and I'll let him get into that.
Yeah, with everything that's going on there behind the scenes, you kind of heard it's pretty complex with lithium, and a lot of the times it's really dirty, and Insortia is coming in trying to clean it up, but also ethically, there's a lot of issues with a lot of stuff out there. And Insortia, fortunately, is one of those companies that is really paying mind to everything. Andrew originally approached me about making sure that we had a way to make sure that indigenous people are educated, not afraid of what's going on with the new process, knowing that we're not going to do anything when it comes to lithium reserves that's going to be putting any ethical boundaries. Just we're not going to push those, is basically what's going on with them. So that brought a whole idea of ESG to the table, and he's asking me, how do we do this? How do we make this happen? And we started talking about the technology on Ethereum and the blockchain of Ethereum, and they have something called an ERC 1155 protocol. It's fairly new in the last few years, but it provides an opportunity to have NFTs minted with information attached to these NFTs, not just a picture, but actual data. So we can have our authentication and verification of documents for ESG, environmental social governance. We can have those documents stored on the blockchain. And by utilizing this token, this ERC 1155 protocol, we're also able to have the actual token operate within the ecosystem as a payment method, as a cryptocurrency that most people think of when they think of a cryptocurrency. And there's an entire reward based system that we are creating between a marketplace and a blockchain hub for the companies to actually maintain, manage, and keep their ESG strategies up to date. And now it's just you and me right now.
I don't know what happened.
We'll see if she hops back in. My video is frozen now, it looks like, but yeah, you can hear me though, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let's see if this works. There we go. My video's back.
Yeah,
well, it's just you and me. It doesn't look like we're getting. Oh, there she is. She's popping back in. Yeah, Zoom can be fun. Everybody, I do know while she's not here, we're doing a giveaway. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Drop your email address in as well. Let us know where we are going to be sending that. If you're the first 20 people here, we're going to be giving away some Lith token. She keeps trying to get back in, Andrew.
yeah.
Well, fortunately, like I was saying earlier, for those of you, I do host my own show, so I do know how to keep the show going and rolling here, Andrew. So I guess I don't see tons of questions in here right now. A lot of people trying to get some stuff figured out, but what's your vision at this point with our roadmap? I know you and I have talked about it a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you, where's your head at with this?
Yeah, so I'm excited about, what we're doing with the utility and, how quickly we're moving, getting developers on board, and, building out not only the marketplace, but, the blockchain, the data, for all these companies and all the ESG and everything. So she's back in here. Do we want to? Back on?
Nope. Yep. She's back on. We do have a question here that popped in.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay.
Where are you seeing the question?
Hello. Yeah, a question. Yeah. Hold on, please. Okay. Okay, so you should shed more light on NFTs. Still difficult to figure it out.
No.
Someone asked a question. So you shed more light on NFTs.
Yeah, absolutely. So NFTs means non-fungible token, and it really is all about information that's just being stored on the blockchain, and you can't alter it. And for the most part, most people are only catching on to the idea of using that for images or video. And when you do that, you're authenticated. When I say you do that, when you're minting an NFT, you're minting the information that's tied to that image or piece of media that is just locked in place on the blockchain, and only one person can own it at any point in time. There's no multiple versions of the same thing. You can actually create multiple versions of the same thing, but the data is off by like 1 or 2 digital points, like an A or a 0. And it really is all about collectability for a lot of people. But now we're starting to get into a new conversation with the semi-fungible tokens, like I'm talking about, that we're able to actually go in and make sure that document that's uploaded to the blockchain is actually what we say it is. It can't be altered, it can't be changed, and it can actually be exchanged between multiple people with the ERC 1155 protocol. So it's adding a layer of difficulty to it. But the NFT mostly is just about authenticating ownership. So when you transfer from one wallet to another, that's verified who the owner is, where the original transaction came from, and where it went to. It's 100% verified, and it's done through the consensus mechanisms of the blockchain. It's pretty much what the blockchain was designed for. Hopefully that answers the question. Blockchain technology is kind of confusing to a lot of people, but that's the easiest way that anybody could really put it. You have point A, point B, both sides are verified, and the transaction exists right there with the NFT.
Okay. Okay, we have a few other questions. Someone asks, what's coming up the short term, and what do you guys have in mind to increase the volume? So obviously saying that what's your plan on the market, how to increase the volume, the market cap, and all of that, the price and all of that.
Well, I'm going to answer part of this. I'm going to let Andrew answer another part here. So short term, well, right now, and I see another question coming up. I'm going to try to answer that in the same shot. We are developing out our platforms, which is a marketplace and a blockchain hub. We're calling it an ESG blockchain hub, where the ESG can meet up on the blockchain hub. We're developing out those platforms first, but also we were talking about this before we came live. We're actually hiring our developer and development team right now for the smart contracts. We're going through extensive interviewing. We have tons of people lined up trying to come on board the team that are the top tier, the top of the top from multiple universities across the globe, PhD level developers and computer scientists, blockchain scientists. And yeah, short term, that's what we're looking at. And as far as volume goes, to Andrew and I, we come from different schools of thought a little bit. Me, it's more about adopters, and that's going to increase our volume over time. So we really need to get that technology built out. And I think as we let people know about the technology, we're going to have a lot of adopters coming in, which will increase that market volume. And doing things like we're doing right now too, I think is a big part of everything with volume and getting people to transact. We're also bringing in other business partners that are going to start accepting token. We actually just solidified a partnership with Mocha Tribe is what they're called. You can go to mymochatribe.com, check them out because it's a great little startup coffee company, but they're going to be accepting Lith Token and doing things like that. That's what we're looking at really expanding on to increase that volume, just get the awareness going too, and about the awareness, kind of hand that over to Andrew because he's the brilliant mind here.
Yeah, so we're trying to bring awareness with another aspect that we're trying to bring awareness to our token from is the charitable aspect, and that comes along with our partnership with Insortia Metals. And so what we've done there is we've partnered with them and we created an Indigenous Peoples Initiative wallet, and they initially donated 20,000 USD into that wallet by buying Lith Token and transferring the Lith token into that wallet. And then they're going to be doing another 100,000 USD by the end of the year. So we think that, this charitable aspect will help bring in, philanthropic, and charity, like, people are interested in that side of getting into a token that is doing the charitable aspect. Because we really are on the ground floor for it, being partnered up with Insortia, being that they're one of the first lithium producer to produce with no carbon footprint. So yeah, we've been talking to Insortia, and we've been going back and forth on different projects that we're looking at currently in Chile and Argentina. So we think when we get one of those solidified, one of those projects solidified, that that'll bring a lot of attention to us, and hopefully bring in more volume and long-term guys, because that's what we're trying to do here is a long-term and substantial token. So yeah, I think it'll come in within the same time that we build out this utility. So I think the next 6 to 12 months are going to be, really exciting for what we're doing here.
Okay. Someone asked another question. Said, how many people in the team are working on the ESG? How many people?
Yeah, so
in your team?
our hub, our blockchain hub specifically, we've got a team of about 5 of us all together. We just hired a top Department of Defense, actually, because we need somebody that's very secure, a developer that is a contractor for the United States Department of Defense, being able to develop out the proper system and platform that's secure for everybody, so that way they can go and shop and not worrying about their tokens disappearing. So we have a team of it's 5, and if you include me, 6. And we're looking to get that out as soon as possible. The full iteration, if we're looking at like something that like Amazon that works on the back end also for everybody with the ESG side of things. My guess is it's going to take 4 to 6 months for the full iteration of it. Now, the first version, we're only looking at probably a couple months.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so what do you think is the future of cryptocurrency, and where do you see Lith Token in the next 5 years? 3 to 5 years, rather.
You want to get that, Adam?
Well, next 3 to 5 years, I mean, as a cryptocurrency, I really see us being one of the industry standards for not just ESG, but for payment methods. And that's because we are on the Ethereum blockchain. And right now, everybody else is pretty much thinking the same thing. But also, market cap wise, this could be absolutely massive. It's really hard saying where we're going to be. For me to make a prediction would be unprofessional. Probably wouldn't be appropriate for me to do, but I can tell you our value just goes up with every person that adopts. And it's one of those things where the technology just needs to be used by so many people right now. I can't imagine us being anywhere near where we're at right now. I mean, I could easily see 10, 100, 1,000 times higher in market cap, but can I make a legitimate prediction? That would be very unprofessional of me to do.
Okay, that's okay. Let me check. There's a project with the Lith Token already. How do you plan to avoid the confusion? Okay, so there's a project with a Lith Token hashtag. What's your plan to avoid such confusion? Someone just asked the question.
Yeah, we've actually had a lot of internal discussions on that. Andrew, Andrew has a side to this, and I do as well. First off, that company is never going to be listed on a U.S. exchange. They're a security, and they're trying to peg everything to a metal, and that's not what we're doing. We have.
Well, I think she's talking about Lithium Finance.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Gotcha. Yep. So they're actually, because of what they are, they're pegged to the price of lithium, and they're really just a group of people that are trying to put their money in together on it. And in a majority of the world, that's actually illegal the way they're doing it. They're not licensed to do what they're doing, so they're not going to be around too much longer. I can guarantee it. At least not in the United States, where at least a third of cryptocurrency markets exist. So we're looking at not really much competition at the end of the day. There is confusion. We get that. But over time, as we're in the news more and more, and we're listed on an exchange like a U.S. side exchange, we'll be listed on almost every exchange at that point. Yeah, it's not really an issue in my head. What about you, Andrew? I mean, we've had some discussions.
Yeah, I mean, they came out after us. What can we do, really? I don't really have a good answer, a solid answer on what we can do with another, token comes out with your same name, but, imitation is a form of flattery, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, we have a question, Andrew, on circulating supply.
Circulating supply, yeah. The next question is the circulating supply. What is the circulating supply of Lith Token? Someone asked.
Right. So our circulating supply right now is about 5.5 billion, but we have a 5% tax. So when we initially started Lith Token, we started with 10 billion total supply. And I was looking at all these different DeFi projects, and we were looking at how the team tokens 30 to 40% of the circulating supply would be given to the team. And so to build integrity into our project, I burned 4 billion or 40% of the total supply. And then 500 million went into the marketing wallet. So right now we have 5.5 billion circulating supply, with some of that being burned because we have a 5% tax on each buy, sell, and transfer. And that 5% tax also goes into the 4 billion that I burned. So 40% of that 5% tax is being burned. So we're actually a deflationary token right now. Our circulating supply will be coming down until we go onto a major exchange and have to get rid of that 5% tax. That will end the deflationary aspect of our circulating supply in our token. And most likely that'll be by the end of the year, by the end of this year.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. Any other person with question? Is there any other thing you would like to discuss? I think we don't have any more questions. Okay, one last question on my own side about audits. Have you performed any audits, and which company performed the audits?
Yeah, so Solidity Finance did our audit back, I guess, 2 months ago, and the audit can be found on our website. If you go to lithtoken.io, it's in the very top right corner. It says View Audit, and everything came back good on our audit. There's no back ends. There's nothing that can be nothing that can result in something bad happening to our token. So we're happy with our audit, and if you want to go check that out, you can check it out at our website at lithtoken.io, top right hand corner.
Okay. Let me check if we have. Okay, someone asked, so by the end of the year, you think you'll be a major market?
Say that again. I didn't hear. Sorry.
Yeah, someone asked, by the end of the year, will it be a major market?
Yeah, Adam, you want to answer?
Yeah, so I think there's a high possibility of that happening. Our goal is to have it to be on a major exchange within the next couple months. It's starting to sound like it may be sooner than that even, but it's hard saying. We have to make sure that the utility is proven in the United States, at least. As far as global exchanges, there's a few out there that I'm really keeping an eye on, and I know that we could be on right now, but the timing is not necessarily right, because as soon as we deploy on an exchange, and they're going to start having people trying to arbitrage. And if we have one set of smart contracts and another set of smart contracts that conflict, we're stuck with the one on the exchange that we put out first. So we're being real careful about this, because we need to make sure, as a company, one of our major goals, if not one of the biggest, is to be listed on a U.S. exchange like FTX. That's the big one that we're really planning on getting on here. And we're speaking with attorneys to get that done as soon as possible. And it does sound like it's going to be before the end of the year. We're hoping to do it sooner than that.
Okay. So you have plans to list on First Lith FTX exchange. Okay. Thank you very much. I think there's no more questions here at the moment. It's really nice to have you, Andrew and Adam, here to discuss about the future of Lith Token. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much.
No, it was fun. Thank you for having us on.
Okay. So I'll end the end frame right away.